Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Today is October 16th, and on this date back in 1973, we lost a legend, jazz drummer Mr. Gene Krupa. Probably best known for the drum part in the song Sing, Sing, Sing by the Benny Goodman Orchestra. His legacy reaches well beyond that one song. Widely considered to be one of the greatest drummers of all time, certainly amongst the great drummers in the jazz genre. He was a spectacular player. And so we're going to watch a drum battle between Gene Krupa and Buddy Rich, and this also has Sammy Davis Jr. Dancing as well, so doing his sort of tap work, which is mic'd up, so he's actually playing percussion, but with his feet in this particular instance. And I've had to shrink the box down. I'm trying to avoid copyright strikes, but with that said, we will honor the memory of Mr. Gene Krupa by listening to the drum battle between Buddy Rich and Gene Krupa.
Look out.
Do I want to stay good friends?
Yeah, you want to stay good friends?
Yeah.
Give me your shoes.
Oh, come on. You guys can make it.
incredible is that, right? Now, here's something I want you to think about. Over the last 40 years, we've seen a lot of drum solos. Whether you're talking about, John Bonham, whether you're talking about Neil Peart, whether you're talking about, Alex Van Halen, whoever it is, there's been a lot of drum solos. Danny Carey, there's been a lot of drum solos out there that you can watch, right? Check out the size of the drum kits by comparison and look how much these guys were doing with essentially, 2 floor toms, 1 rack tom, a snare, and a bass drum. Probably don't have a double bass drum pedal, considering this was, probably filmed back in the 1960s. And they don't have this big elaborate drum set like you would see with a Terry Bozzio or, like you'd see on stage with Iron Maiden or whatever it is. It's a very small, very compact drum kit, and they get so much more out of it. I mean, we're talking about 5 drums, 4 cymbals, including the hi-hat and the ride cymbal, maybe a splash, couple of crashes. So let's call it 6 cymbals, 5 drums, 1 pedal, 2 arms, 2 legs. And these guys absolutely crushed it. And so many other drummers that you've seen since this occurred, the drum sets get bigger. They're hitting more stuff. Their arms are flailing about like crazy. And 99% of them, 95% of them don't touch what these 2 gentlemen were able to do on a much more concise, compact drum setup. Kind of incredible. I mean, just think about how much Buddy Rich did in that with just the snare drum. Think about what Gene Krupa was doing with the snare drum and 2 sticks, and using 1 drumstick as a percussion instrument as he was resting the stick tip on the head of the snare drum and actually hitting the stick with his other stick. I mean, again, it's just, drum solos aren't for everybody, and I totally understand that. But a great drummer is absolutely priceless in a band. How many other videos have I done where I've talked about the drummer, mostly the drummer? I can pretty much think every Paramore video I've done, I've come away from it going, wow, the drummer was actually really very good. I don't know, just an observation, So, again, I think it's a good way to celebrate the memory of the late, great Gene Krupa, who passed away on this date in 1973. It's an awesome performance, and if you liked it, I urge you to go check out more, okay? With that said, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. We can talk about it further. Just know that I appreciate you, and I wish you well. Take care.